Welcome to Artheria, the kingdom of perpetual dawn, where every citizen lived bathed in the radiant glow of the Sunstone, a magical relic set high in the castle spire. But the Sunstone did more than just provide light. It reflected the heart of the kingdom, and lately that light was flickering. The king, obsessed with grandeur and strength, had forgotten that true nobility is found in humility, and the stone was beginning to dim. The royal court was in panic. The fading light was chilling the fields and turning the river sluggish. The king, in his pride, decreed that only the most noble soul could rekindle the stone by passing the ancient test of the giver. Prince Orion, heir to the throne and obsessed with his own magnificent prowess, stepped forward. He was swift, he was strong, and he was absolutely certain the quest was his. Meanwhile, below the castle walls, lived Lila, an apprentice baker. Lila didn't seek glory. Her hands were accustomed to the flour dust and the ache of service. She only wished to save the kingdom for the people she served. The test of the giver was simple. Follow the path of true need. Orion chose the path of glory, leading to magnificent but useless trials. Lila chose the path of the forgotten, where true service was required. Orion, frustrated by a puzzle that required gentleness, not force, raged. That rage drew a creature from the darkest corners of the forest, the shadow beast. It was a monster made entirely of swallowed pride and consuming ego, drawn only to those who believe only they can solve the world's problems. The beast attacked, and Orion, relying on his powerful, magnificent sword, found his strength was useless against a darkness fueled by his own vanity. Lila, having spent her journey helping the overlooked, arrived not to fight, but to serve. The beast, drawing all its power from Orion's struggle, turned its shadowy gaze on Lila. She saw the beast's weakness, its need for her fear, and she chose to fear God more than the shadow. The beast, confused by the act of humble surrender, shrieked and recoiled. Lila stepped past the defeated shadow and entered the Sunstone chamber. The great stone was almost black. Orion, watching in awe, finally understood. Lila's hand gently touched the stone. The Sunstone flared back to life, filling Artheria with a warm, brilliant light. The king, humbled by his son's lesson, knelt before Lila. But Lila simply smiled and returned to her bakery. Prince Orion learned the deepest truth of his heart. He came not to be served, but to serve. And as he began his new life, working humbly alongside Lila, he discovered that the light of Artheria was no longer powered by stone, but by the quiet, radiant strength of a humble and serving heart.